Anyway, for searchers, as to why, in my opinion, I rule out well, I'm going to go 40 miles. If I don't find that mcave, I'm going to go for 40 miles and just go forever out into the desert. He had no intention of doing any such thing. First of all, you have to adjust for the way he talks and his exaggerations. 40 miles means 30 max. Well, 30 means 15 in, 15 back. Very, very much within anybody's abilities. Okay, so he goes up on this tedious hike, goes past the mcave, and almost certainly up here, and then he knows full well that he can go along here and then come back down this wash if he doesn't go up to Sheep Peak. Okay, so this area is the 40-mile area. Well, I'm going to just go forever 40 miles out into the desert. Well, you realize how tedious it is at this point into a hike to then just keep going even 2 or 3 miles up and down this stuff? Another reason that I don't believe that he did it is because he used Google Earth just like anybody else does. Okay, so he would have seen that these big washes have virtually nothing in them, and that to go up here and keep going forever, he would just be going up and down washes. He was a ravine man. So I lean strongly that he's off over there. But anyway, I just wanted to say, because I say I've ruled out I'm going to go for 40 miles to the north and just keep going. Well, that's why I say that I don't think he did it. He had no intention of doing anything like it. It was just the way he talks. Let's see. Also, I want to show that, okay, let's take the Hayford Peak theory. Do you realize how far away that is? That's way up there. He couldn't have done it, and he wouldn't have done it. Hayford Peak with its cabin. Also, that's a well-used route to this day by people that hike up the known trail and go up there. So he wasn't found. He wasn't found there. And that's another key point I want to mention, that one of the reasons I lean strongly towards this area is because, keep in mind, look at what's been searched and look at what trails are commonly used by people. And he hasn't shown up. He hasn't shown up. So all this has been worked to death, as the other areas are, because they're commonly used. So that gives, I think, weight to the fact that he probably came down here. But he didn't go, well, I'm going to go 40 miles forever out to the north, where people's imaginations start working that, well, he could be up here. Well, nothing is impossible. He could have done that if he was doing a suicide hike. And even then he wouldn't have made it that far, because he didn't take supplies. He didn't plan, he didn't take supplies. Anyway, that's it for this one. Anyway, now I'm up on Sheep Peak, where if he worked up, he would have come up on Sheep Peak as a goal. Let's do a virtual walk. As he could have come up here, like into this area, and he wouldn't have had no real need to go up to the actual peak. So the reason this is important, this virtual walk along here where he certainly went, is because if you're up there, you can look down and along and start getting a feel of where to go, where not to go. That's why when you hike, no matter how obscure the area is that you're in, you notice you end up walking along and see signs of other people, because they also look. And, and they don't look into a dead end of cliffs and go over there. They're trail following where a person would lead them. That's why I keep saying that if a person gets up there, now I'm walking along, over to where he would have been. And then if you were there, you do look ahead and you go, well, I'm not going to go down here and be killed. No. You know, or you look down and you see impassable stuff like there and go down there knowing that you won't make it. No. That's why I say if a person could get helicoptered in or makes it up there and sleeps, that when you're there in person, you'll get a feel as you go along. Well, I'll go here, I'll go there. The cell phone mine is down there. I'll do this. You know, and then you look over at stuff like this. Well, he wouldn't go into an obvious death trap. But anyway, that's what I'm trying to say. That if you were there and walking along, then you will go, okay, that's where I would go. The cell phone mine is right down here. I'll do this, I'll do that. And that's probably where he'll be found. Now, I cruised over a little bit further south. Like up here, there's the road that comes in. So this is the theory that what if he did just keep going, thinking, well, I'll just go along here and work my way down and come right out at the vehicle. You know, it's possible. He could have done that. He could have went into a death trap. But remember, this is the second day, plus him being fatigued, and he would at least have enough common sense to know that, okay, if I go along here, blaze a new trail, and come out at my vehicle down there that I'm staring at, well, he would know that he wouldn't make it if he runs into a trap. So it's not impossible that he did it. I wouldn't put it past him, but I lean against far southern work down. Also, like I say, he would have noticed that the cell phone was missing. So I still lean towards him working down to the cell phone mine area, and then tracing his steps where he knew he put his backpack off and on and changed clothes, whatever, hoping to recover the phone. But anyway, there's some theories. So I'm just trying to get the point across that I don't literally know that I would bet $1 million he's right here. No, I wasn't there. Who knows what he did?